Hello everyone, my name is Parvej and I'm going to create a series of video related to operator game. We also saw this in V20 strategy. And why the series of video? Because I believe it will not be possible to cover in one video. I also posted this on my Twitter related to this. So let me open the Twitter. Yeah. About the V20 strategy, what is V20 strategy, why it is believed to be operator driven strategy. So if you'll see the definition, before starting this, let me put a disclaimer because this is related to financial things, and acting based on this information may cause you losses, so you must take this as a information and education only, and definitely I'll not be responsible for any profit and losses. So that's why this disclaimer is important. So let's move on. So what is V20 strategy? So V20 strategy is a strategy to spot operator activity. This was the belief. This is the theory so far we know, right? But in this series, I'm going to dig deeper in this V20 and prove that, okay, it is indeed the operator-driven strategy. And whenever it is there, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, there is an involvement of operator. I will present you with a lot of proofs because I've gathered the almost 5-year data related to this. But yeah, let's begin with this. So this can save us from traps. Definitely, I don't recommend to taking advantage from this strategy. But yeah, definitely, if you have some stock in your portfolio, you might cross-check against it if it is, operator driven or not, or if the operator involvement is there in that stock, and you may think to either get exit from that stock or whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, this can save us from tap sometime and help us to make money by participating in the operator game, because that was the main purpose of V20 strategy. So what is V20 strategy? So based on this, if a stocks moves up 20% plus or more in a short term without any red candle, without making a red candle on the chart, daily chart, there is a possibility it is operator driven. Once the operator dumps or fails, the stock return to the same level. But the catch here is we don't know when the stock operator is dumping or failing, right? If he's failing, then he may try it again. But if he's dumping, we never know. He will try it again or not. Definitely it is applicable on some category of the stock, V40, V40 Next, and V200. To know more about this strategy, you can Google V20 strategy in YouTube. You will see a video, Vivek single video, and the thumbnail will look something like that. But let me tell you one thing. In this video, the success rate was 60%. Means it was recommended to buy, or not to buy, but to see the opportunity in 7 stocks. Okay, based on V20. But when I cross-checked it, the V20 strategy target was achieved only in 4 stock out of 7. That makes the success rate of 60%. Okay, so if you want to know more about this strategy, just Google V20 strategy on YouTube and you will see this video of Vivek Singhal. Okay, so to explain a little more, if you don't want to see the video, if a stock moves 20%, so let's say this is the start of the stock, and first day it moved a little, second day it moved a little bit more, and third day a bit more. A fourth day it might came down a little, but once you calculated the total up movement of the green candles in 3-day or 4-day or 5-day, whatever it is, the entire movement should be 20% or more. if it is 20% or more, there are chances that it is operator driven. So in this my tweet, I also gave example of couple of stock. So one of them was JP Power. So let's see the JP Power chart. So if you'll see on this day, 4th July to 7th July 2025, this moved more than 20%. The total up move was 22%. Okay. And then again after 2 days, from 10th July to 14th July, it moved up 24%. That also put this stock in the category of operator driven stock, right? And the buying criteria is whenever the operator fails, like if the stock returned on the same level, let's say on this level or this level, you can buy and then wait for the operator to take it again to the same level, so you can sell it, or you can simply put a GTT order on that level, right? So let's say on this day he failed, then again after some day he tried on 19th November and the movement was 27%. Okay, so in this way we can assume that okay, this is the operator driven and there is the V20 strategy applicable. But unfortunately stock started declining from that portion. But yeah, if we will consider this, so definitely there was a chance on the first move. If you bought it here, you might have sold it on this level and made some money, right? So now this is gone below the level, but still the first one is active. So there is a hope that okay, we can still he will take to this level and we can still sell it, right? So that was the JP Power. Okay, but so far it is still theory, means we are assuming that there is involvement. But if we'll see the volume also tells us that okay, there was a huge volume those days whenever it was making 20% move or something like that. So to prove this, what I did, I started looking around and thought to go to JP Power, and somehow I reached to investor, and on trades I went to bulk deals. And then I thought, okay, what was the scene on 4th July or maybe 7th July? What was happening those days? So for 7th July, I did not see anything here. But for 14th July, I can see someone bought and sold. Bought on the somewhere same level and sold somewhere in the same level with the huge volumes. Okay. And then on 19th November, again the same person, this jump trading, the same person who bought on 14th was buying and selling at the same price. You see, this is the same price. So that made me think that okay, there is something common or something fishy about this. See, if you'll see 8th July also, he did something same. 8th July. This was the, yeah, this was the 8th July, correct. 8th July. He was involved in 8th July as well. Okay. So yeah, there was some evidences, but this still doesn't prove, okay, if this is the stock which is related to this activity. So let's go a little back and see this one. This movement was also more than 37%. You see, from here till here, it was 38%. Let me hide the indicators. Yeah, 38%. And what was the day? Day was 8th October. 8th October 2024. So now let's go back to 8th October. Okay, so here I don't see anything. Okay, so let's say this was, for this we don't have any evidence. Okay, but still this thing which we saw on the screener doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't prove that, okay, this was the involvement of operator. So what I did, I somehow collected the data. Okay, and figure out these are main 4-5 players which move the stock in any direction they want. And on my further research, I also realize that they work in a group. So core operation relationship, I was trying to figure out what is the relationship in between. So looks to me that Graviton Research and Research Capital is the lead initiator, which initiate the trade. HRIT Private Limited mirrors the trade, means they buy and sell on the same prices. This guy, Flip Executor, and partners, common partners are all the others. NK Security is the volume booster. They boost the volume. And then Jump Trading Financial is the closer. So this is the information somehow I got, and the common stock which I have in my portfolio looks to be operator driven. Which one? JP Power, Tanla, Suryodoy, Exide, Sammaan Capital, and Titagar. So maybe I will try to figure out what to do with those stocks. But yeah, for now, so this is the relationship, and this is some of the stock operator is driving nowadays. So yeah, I gathered 5-year data, and let's find JP Power here. Okay, JP Power. So you see, on 19th November there was a game, on 14th July, 8th July, 14th July, 7th November. If we will go to 7th November 2023, 7th November 2023. See, such a high volume, and the stock was going up more than 50%. See, the stock is going more than 50% in a 4 trading day. So that is definitely proving that there was involvement of operators. 7th November 2023, and we have the data here. 7th November 2023, who operated? HRTI Private Limited, and he must be partnering with someone else. 7th November, 7th, 6th November, 3 November, see, 19th October, 4th October, 7th November. Yeah, he was partnering with Graviton Research Capital as well. So these are the 5 group of players who is operating some of my stock or the stock which I am having in my portfolio. Okay, and I, based on this, what are the stock they are driving. So if you'll see today, Antelope is the stock which they are driving, and today it is up by 20%. So Antelope. So yeah, see this. So today it is up by 20% today itself, and in some of the working trading session they took it up by 70% just in a couple of days. Okay, so I think this is enough time for now. We will meet in some other video. Okay.